Hey guys, thanks for joining us again. Today we are doing a Katy Perry inspired look. It's kind of a combination of a couple things we've seen her do on the red carpet, especially during her blue hair phase. So it's a fun double winged liner and a bright pop of pink on the lips. Perfect for a girls' night out or just a fun occasion. And of course, if you want to add the whole Katy Perry ensemble and maybe even snag a fun blue wig, it'd be a great Halloween look. So here we go. Ashley already has her foundation on, so we're gonna go ahead and just jump right in. The eye makeup is the bulk of the look, so that's where we're gonna start. I'm gonna start by putting an eye base on her. This is the NYX eyeshadow base in the shade, I believe the shade is Skin Tone. And I just like to use my fingers to apply it. So we're just gonna go ahead and tap that all over the lid. We're gonna go in with a fleshy tone. I'm actually working from the Mayron eye powder palette. Everything's matte and I absolutely love it, but really you can use anything matte and neutral that you like. This is the fleshy peach tone. Going with the stark white in this palette. You can go ahead and turn your eye that way. And I'm just gonna place that right underneath the brow bone and then blend it out. And then I'm also going to put it right in the inner socket. I'm going to go in with a nice pale brown. And we're just going to deposit that brown right into the crease. Now I'm going to go in with a darker brown since we've kind of already set the tone with the lighter brown. Here. I'm going to go right into the crease right there. I'm using a brush that's great for the crease, but it has a little more precision to it. So it's going to put that color exactly where I want it before I buff it out again. And the shape that I'm going in with this darker is really emphasizing that round look. In fact, I'm bringing it in a little further than normal. Tilt your head that way. Towards the inner socket, as you can see right there, because we're going to really emphasize that rounded shape of Ashley's eye so that it can mimic Katy's eye. Now that's all buffed out, and you can see that we have a nice rounded shape in the eye. And we can get to the fun part, which is the double winged liner. So let's go ahead and start with white. I'm going to actually use the Christian Dior white eye kohl, and we're just going to create a thick, bold winged liner with it. So I'm just sketching out a nice, bold, straight line. We're not actually even doing the wing yet. And then after I create the line, I'm going to go back over the top and continue to make it thicker until we're at the thickness we want. Tilt the chin up, and then eyes should be open, but then looking downward. Perfect. And that is the perfect position to do your winged liner in. Start from right here, because we're going to go pretty bold. And then we're just going to drag it inward. And then we'll be able to go back in and fill it in as needed. And of course, whatever we do to one eye, we want to do to the other. Turn your head this way and chin up a little bit. Here we go. I'm going to do the line first, and then I'm going to have her open. Make sure it's symmetrical before I move forward. Look down again. Now what we're going to do is basically connect the edge of the wing to the corner of the eye because there's a little triangle space there that we need to fill in. Of course, Katy Perry is a CoverGirl model, so we of course have to use some CoverGirl products. This is the CoverGirl Intensify Me. It is an intense black liquid liner. We're going to do exactly the same steps that we took with the white liner, only we're going to do it with the black liquid. So draw your straight line first on either side and then go back in and do your wings. And we want the black to be the thickness of half of the white. Use the pinch side of the marker as your straight edge and your lashes as a guide to create the black line. Use the flat side as your definer and then flip it over to the wide set to fill it in. So now that both eyes are lined with the white and the black, look down. We're going to go ahead and do the wings. One thing I always love to do when I'm doing a wing liner is go in either with a makeup wipe, or another trick is a Q-tip dipped in makeup remover just to sharpen up the wing a little bit. And then you're just going to drag it along the edge of the eye, just like that. And it's just going to sharpen up everything we did. Do you see how that just made it so much more crisp? So what I want to do now is also just add a little more emphasis to that white. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set it with a little eyeshadow. We're going to go in with one of these CoverGirl. This one is the eyeshadow in 725 Breathtaking Blues, and it's 4 different shades. It's actually super pretty, kind of like a mermaidy color. We're just going to use the shimmery white one in this though. And I'm going to go in with just a fine point detail brush. It's actually like a smudger brush, but we're going to use it on the white. And then we're just going to pack it right on top of the white eyeliner that we've already done, just to set and add a little more emphasis to that line. No look is complete without a little mascara. We're going to use the CoverGirl Super Sizer one. And I'm just going to put it right in the roots of the lashes and then wiggle it out. Of course, it's time for lashes. I'm using these Ardell Double Ups in number 203. They're nice and fluffy, and they're going to give us that doe-eyed look that Katy is so famous for. What you want to do with strip lashes is you always want to first go in without any glue and line them up with the eye and make sure that they're the proper length, and do any trimming as necessary. Look towards the camera. Ashley's eyes are the perfect size for these, so I don't think we're going to need to do any trimming. So I'm going to go ahead and put the glue on. Duo Dark Tone is definitely a must. It dries black, so it's going to save you a lot of trouble of having to go back in and retouch up the liner. Okay. Go ahead and apply the glue, a nice thin, even layer to the band of the eyelashes. And then what we're going to do is we're actually going to let it dry almost all the way. I want to say at least 50%, maybe 2/3 of the way, because when the glue is tacky, that is when it's going to adhere the easiest to the eye without moving around. Have you ever tried to apply lashes and then it kind of slides or one corner pops while you're applying it? Waiting until the glue is partially dry is going to kind of keep that from happening. So I'm putting glue on both lashes. And then what you're going to do is, I always like to give them a little wiggle, because the strips in the package, they come, you know, kind of fanned out a little bit, and we want them to adhere to the eye shape, so I kind of make a little horseshoe and just give it a little wiggle. And don't close your eyes, just look down, and then we're just going to plop it right into the center of the lid. And I am going to first, I'm going to line it up, and then I'm going to secure the middle by pushing on the edge of the lash. Then I'm going to secure the edge, and then I'm going to secure the other edge. And see, it was partway dry, so it stuck right away and it was easy to apply. And then just go ahead and keep your eyes down for a moment. That way the lashes will totally lock in. See, that's not so hard, right? I love that you're nodding your head with me. So once again, drop the lash right in, secure the middle, and then press the edges, and voila. Look towards the camera, open. Hello, lash time. Oh, I love those lashes. They are perfect for a Katy Perry look. Look how wispy they are on the ends. They totally give her that doe-eyed effect. I love it. Okay, let's move on. So Ashley already has her foundation on. She's wearing, for those of you who are curious, a combination of Face Atelier and a little bit of the HD from Makeup Forever. I cocktailed both of them for ultimate coverage, and we set her with a little bit of the Maybelline Fit Me powder. We're going to go in with Maybelline Fit Me Under Eye Concealer in number 20, just to add a little brightness around the eyes. So go ahead and look up for me, Ash. And I just like to use my finger to tap that in, and I like to bring it down a little further, just so that we can make sure she looks really ultra bright underneath the eye area. I'm going to work off of the Anastasia contour palette. I'm going to use the banana powder, which is the yellow one, right under the eye, just to set that nice concealer job that we did so that nothing moves. Let's go in with the highlight shade. I'm going to actually combine the two more pinky ones. And I'm just going to put that on the tops of her cheekbones. Then of course we need a little bit of contour. So first what I like to do is I like to go in with, there's kind of like a warm shade, a really cool shade, and then like an in-between shade. So I'm going to go in with the in-between shade. I'm going to warm up the cheeks. And I'm just using a small angled brush right now from e.l.f. And then let's just warm up the top of her forehead too. Ashley has a nice tan going on right now, so we want to make sure that her skin is on par with the rest of her. Ashley has a pretty defined jaw, so we don't really have to do a ton there, but I am going to just warm up her neck as well. And now I'm going to go in with the cooler tone, and we're just going to do some strategic contouring in a few small points. Nothing super crazy. Katy's never over contoured and Ashley doesn't need to be either. But we're going to go in right here underneath the cheekbone right there. Just to get a nice emphasis point right there. And then I'm going to go back in with that brush I had already before loaded up with the little, it's not loaded up, but I mean it still has a little residual product on it, and that's okay because it's just going to help us blend. I'm going to use a NYX blush. I have mine all depotted in a little Z palette here. I'm going to go in with this hot pink color. It's like a bubblegum hot pink. I can't remember the name of it unfortunately, but it's like the only one that really does look like Barbie bubblegum. And then I'm just going to go right onto the apples of the cheeks and blend that back. Okay, we can't forget about the brows. First I'm going to use a wax. This is by Milani. Go ahead and just drag it right over the eyebrows and just catch all those hairs that are hanging out so that they all come together. Now I'm going to go in with the Jordana Brow Duo. This is in Blonde, and I'm going to use the darker taupe shade, and I just have a straight edge brush right here that I'm loading up. And what I'm going to first do is sketch out, actually let's tilt you this way. I'm going to sketch out from underneath where her brow is going to be. And I'm just using short, small strokes. So now that we've outlined the bottom of her brows, now I'm just going to drag the product up into the eyebrow. This is going to give her a nice, natural but defined brow. The thing left now is to get that lipstick on. Of course, we're going back to CoverGirl again in honor of Katy's look. And this is number 425, Bombshell Pink. Perfect name. That is the look. I think this is perfect for a girls' night out or a fun date or anywhere where you just feel like it's time for some drama. Look down for me. Perfect. There you have it, the complete Katy Perry look, blue wig included. What do you think? Do you think that Ashley should wear this wig for the rest of her life? If so, thumbs up this video. Thanks so much for joining us, guys, and we will catch you next time. Bye! All this part's going to be edited out. Okay, good. There's the burp. It was delayed. So, and for purposely when wanting, edit that out. Let's try that again.
Try it again.
Try it again. Okay.
Dirty, dirty.
Dirty, dirty. Another burp.
Back crack burp. Hold on. Edit this.
Edit that out.
Edit the nose picking.
Nope. Try that again. Water break.